Hello everyone, JuliaSheehan here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Brisbane, Queensland. Tonight I'd just like to do this little card with you. It's using the Everything is Rosy stamp set, which is a lovely stamp set, and well, it comes with all sorts of lovely goodies too. But I was talking with some people on Facebook the other night, and a new member had sort of said, I don't know what to do with this. I'm scared to sort of, use this sort of thing, And so I thought a really easy way around that, and I know that some people do feel that way because they say, oh, it's such beautiful paper, I don't want to cut it up and, then spoil it or have to throw it away. So an easy way around that is to start by making your own and play around with that and make them look like some of the ones that are on the DSP until you feel confident in using the DSP papers, because they really are beautiful. But making your own is really nice too. And so I just put this one together, and so that's what I want to do tonight. Now I'm using the Everything is Rosy stamp set. I'm using the sentiment for this one from Beautiful You, and I'm using Happy Birthday Gorgeous. I did do one with a sentiment from Everything is Rosy in Gorgeous Grape, so just something a little bit different there. And I'm using these beautiful rectangle framelits, which I just love, and I'm using the third and the fourth one from the center, and these are beautiful. If you can get hold of those, if you haven't got them, they're so handy. So what we need is a piece of Mango Melody cardstock measuring 5 7/8 of an inch by 8 1/4 inches, a piece of Whisper White measuring 5 6/8 of an inch by 4 inches, and then what I did with the two framelits, these ones here, is I cut out a piece of Mango Melody and a piece of the Whisper White for the sentiment. And the only reason I did that ahead of time is because, it's just a matter of popping the big shot up here and running them through, and you do know how to do that. So, most of you anyway, and I thought that'd just save a bit of time. So, I'm just going to bring my inks up, and I'm not going to, where it is, there it is. I'm just going to leave my blocks with my stamps on them on the ink pad, only because I have this very bad habit of putting them on the wrong one, and I thought it might be safer to do it that way. Okay, so when you're making your own DSP, all you do is put your stamps on where you think you'd like them. It's up to you. I'm using full strength Mango Melody, and it doesn't matter. See how I've gone off the edge there? I did that deliberately because, well, your paper's not going to be exactly in that little rectangle, even with your DSPs. There'll be bits that are off the edges, so it doesn't matter if it's off the edges. Now I'm going to stamp that off, and I'll put that one in there, stamp off, put that on there, and I'll put one there, and I'll stamp off again and put one coming out there. Oops. Now I have a bit of a habit too of thinking everything has to be just so, and some people do that. When you look at the DSP, the leaves are all around different ways. They don't have to be coming out directly from the flowers. So just be creative with whatever you do. And I'm going to put one in here. And then again, I'll start with the leaves. And I might actually put those leaves in that way. And then coming out from there, and some over here, And then go back for another flower, half on, half off sort of thing. And it's just a matter of doing this the whole way along. You can't go wrong. Like, I mean, you just enjoy yourself. That one's a little bit dark, but it won't matter. I think my sentiment will cover that anyway. I'm just going to put that one in that way. And then I'll put a flower here. And some leaves there. Maybe just a tip of a leaf coming in onto the edge of that there. Same down here. Like that. And I'm going to put another, I might actually put a leaf in there somehow. Like that. Which I did do dark again because I wasn't thinking. I start talking and I forget, but my sentiment will probably cover that. Sometimes it's better not to talk. And then one in there. Stamp off. Do it again. I'll just go across there, I think. Now I'm just going to put the tip of one of these on here. And that's what I mean, like, you know, when you've got your DSP, if you cut it, you're going to have stamps on and off it. It's just how it is. And so don't be worried. Just continue doing what you do. And I'll put another leaf in there. Stamp off. Then do it. I do remember sometimes. What do we do? Call it a seniors moment or something. I'm allowed to say that because I'm old enough to do it. There we are. And if you feel like putting just a tip of a leaf on a few of these little gap parts that you think, you know, look a little bit bare, you can do that. But I think that's fine. I might put another little leaf just on this corner. And that's it. So pop those over there for the moment. So we have a nice background for our card. Now just grab some glue. I'm getting very low on glue at the moment. Get my cardstock and fold it. Just stick my head in here for a minute so I get this lined up well. There we are. Oh dear. Green finger. That's alright, I'm going to put the paper I just made down, so that'll cover that. I should have moved that first. And I can't find my bone folder, so I'm just going to use something that's lying around. A pen, a pencil, anything like that can be used. It doesn't have to be just a bone folder. Is this one going to work? No, I'll try another one. I have lots of extremely empty ones over there. No, that one's not working either. Time to grab a new one. Get the new one going. There we go. I knew it was pretty close to time to opening up a new one. I've made a lot of cards recently. There's been a lot of birthdays. Most of my family birthdays are in the first half of the year, so it always keeps things very busy. So we're just going to put that on there. And there's our base to our card. Now, next thing, our sentiment, which is where I had it here a minute ago. Hang on. Okay, here it is. I'll tracked it down. I'm just going to put that. I'll see if I can get this fairly straight. Unfortunately got the camera in the way, so I hope I don't mess it up. Oh, that'll do. That'll be okay. I'm covered in ink at the moment. Not unusual for me. Oh, the one thing I did forget, now that I've got the black out, is this little stamp that is in that set as well. And I just used it in the centre of my flowers. I think that just finishes them off nicely. That's one of the reasons that I actually used black for the sentiment, was because I was lifting the black from these little centres and bringing that black out a bit. There we go. Doesn't that make a difference? It just lifts the flowers quite a bit. Okay, now I'll put a lid on that glue before I have any disasters with it. Pop my lid on my inks. And the other thing I'm going to do is to do the little flower. Again, this little flower is in the set. I'm going to do that in the Mango Melody, and I'm just going to like randomly place that in various spots on the card. There. It's always best to do an odd number when you're doing things. Just looks better. Okay, so I've got that, and then what I did was I just put a little rhinestone in the centre of each of those. I had quite a few just little ones left, and I thought, no, I'll just pop those in the middle and make it pop with a bit of bling. Especially seeing it's a birthday card, you know, you can jazz it up a little bit. So there we go. And one more. Put that on there. Okay, they're done. So now all I'm going to do is get the good glue and glue this to my Mango Melody piece. Like that. Just making sure it looks as square as I can make it. Funny I should say square on a rectangle, but you know what I mean. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this one and just lift it a bit from the card. Now I'm running a bit low on those, so all you need to do is use some of your like your side pieces, give them a snip and just use a bit here and there, because I mean they're underneath it, nobody sees it, so you might as well use it. And I'm just going to put a piece in the middle there. I always sort of worry about things sagging after a while, and I do know that some people, when they get a handmade card, they do display it for quite a long time because they really like it, and so you know it's sitting out there on a shelf or whatever for quite some time, and you don't want it to sag at all, so it's a good idea to just do that. Just give it a bit extra support. My daughter has the cards that I've made her over the last couple of years out on top of her cupboard all the time, even the Christmas card I made her because she loved it so much. So, you know, that's a long time to have them out. Okay, and then I'm just going to put that on the front. I think that's squared up. And that's it. That's the card. Simple. Just a simple, yes, a simple little card. Sorry, I had to just pause for a moment. I have this cough at the moment. I didn't want to be coughing on the camera. So there you have it. There's the one I did in Gorgeous Grape, one in Mango Melody. I think you could do it with any colour and it's going to look beautiful. So have a go, everyone. Have a go at making your own DSP and just playing around with it. It's lots of fun. Doesn't always have to be one that's provided, you know. Think outside the square and try and do something similar or something completely different. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I'd really appreciate it if you did. And just click on the notification bell and that way you'll be notified. I do a video every week. So, yeah, just you'll be notified of that. And there's a link to my online store if you're here in Australia and there's anything you want, or if there's any inquiries, please just contact me or ask any questions. I'm only too happy to help. Anyway, everyone, have a wonderful evening or day, depending on where you are, and I'll see you all again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.